Hey guys, welcome to 314 or podcast 314, whatever Ellie wants to call it. Welcome back. Hope everybody's doing really good today.
Hello.
Oh God, this is going to be a great one. We're set up. We're really feeling uncomfortable right now. We're set up. Maybe I'm feeling uncomfortable. We're set up in a different way, and hopefully it works out. And
it's the end of the day, not the morning,
yeah,
so this could be
the sun looks
questionable.
weird. I mean, I'm naturally red faced, but I don't think I'm this red faced all the time.
You're not red faced. It's fine.
It's bad.
It's okay.
It's really bad. So today we're going to talk about what? Why'd you just smile like that?
We're talking about laughter, so that worked out really well.
Learning to laugh at ourselves and with one another.
Yes.
But
Because sometimes you have to just laugh things out and not take things so seriously. Right? Okay. So, guys, this is going to be the best podcast ever because we're going to play a game.
And I'm sitting on the wrong side. I'm supposed to be sitting over there.
Well, I have the squeaky chair, so.
We got to buy a new setup. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I don't even know what to say now. Do you want to play the game first?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Okay.
Playing a
So
game.
one of the things we like to do to keep things funnable, is that a word?
It is now.
Interesting, and it's totally free, is to play word association games. A lot of times we do this in the car, like on long trips, or if we're having a night where we're just kind of not wanting to do the same mundane things again, like watch TV or whatever, go for a walk, we'll play silly games. And so here's how it works. You have to randomly say a word, and then they associate whatever first word that comes to mind. You guys know how to play this game.
I didn't agree with this.
We're just going to do a couple.
Okay, so
okay.
I say the first. Okay, here we go.
So the reason that my paper is wet is because somebody knocked over my water before we went live.
Well, we're not live, so
And
that's
I did
good.
not redo
Or
it
start
because I'm
recording.
thrifty. Okay, your word is white.
I'm just saying whatever comes to my mind.
Well, yeah.
House.
Oh, the White House?
Our house.
Oh, it's white. Okay.
Yeah.
This one, I don't even have to open it, but I'm pretty sure it says sky.
Fall.
What does that even mean?
Well, I think there's a James Bond movie called Skyfall or a video
Who thinks
game.
of a James Bond movie first?
No.
Skyfall? Not what I thought. Okay.
You think blue?
Ham.
Burger.
I was thinking like ham pig, ham sandwich. I can't that one. Hot.
You.
That was a good answer. That was the best one yet. Okay, you do a few. Mine are soaking wet.
A few? So I can do a few?
Yeah,
All right,
don't knock things
these are
up.
words I just wrote. Baby.
Doll.
Girl. Farm.
Animals.
That's not fun. All right, maybe it's my words. Granddaughter.
Pretty.
I thought you was going to say her name.
Marley.
Okay, there you go. Church.
Bell. I don't know where church bell came from.
So were you
My
at- you ever-
chair is squeaking because I'm laughing.
You
I'm
been in a
sorry.
church that had a bell?
Well, yeah, there's churches that have bells, but our church doesn't have a bell. I don't know why I thought that.
Okay. All
Okay.
right, so, go ahead.
That's enough, because
Okay.
I'm going to embarrass myself if we go
No,
any
no,
further.
no. If that's the case, let's keep going. All right, so pizza.
Hut.
When's the last time you've ever eaten Pizza Hut?
It's been a while. The only thing I like there is their crazy bread. No, that's Little Caesars.
See? It's been that long.
Their breadsticks.
All right, shark.
Attack.
Shark attack.
It's
I
Shark
thought
Week.
It's Shark Week. I thought you were going to
Is
say...
it over, or is it still Shark
I
Week?
don't know. We don't... Truck.
Monster.
Okay. So what are we getting out of this game?
We're getting out of it that it's fun, and you can a lot of times learn from each other and the differences in the way we think. But ultimately, it's fun to have some fun in life. Laugh a little.
Do you think people have issues laughing, like couples or just people in general that put so much crap in their or have so much crap in their life they just don't laugh?
Yeah, I think we get caught up in the everyday day-to-day life. Check the list. Let's get things done. Yada yada. And then you have probably relationships where they're bored. I mean, 25, 35 years later, it's like, okay, what do we do now? We've raised the kids, we've done whatever. And now it's like, okay, now what?
Right.
But I think you can also be bored in a relationship that you've only been in for 5 years. I mean, I just think there are moments in life that we go through where we just get bored. And we have to remember to bring some laughter back into things. And not take everything so serious. But the other side of that, too, though, is, okay, if we agree that we're going to be laughable or we're going to be able to laugh about things when moments come, like, it's both parties have to agree to that. Because sometimes I'm ready to laugh something through and you're not at all. And I have to be like, ha-ha, Jeff, ha-ha, this is a laughable moment.
So does it ever work the other way around?
When I'm not wanting to laugh? Well, sure, in the mornings I'm grumpy.
So that's the only time that I'm willing to laugh and you're
No,
not?
no. I mean, if I'm being OCD and like, and I'm trying to get things done, and if I got a checklist going on, and you want to like stop and laugh, and then I'm not ready for it. But there are moments, like true life happenings that occur that most people would take as a slap in the face, or hey, we weren't ready for that, or we got blindsided with a bill, or different things. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a life example, but where you have to go, okay, God, see what you're doing, like, and you kind of have to laugh it through and try to find the good in it.
So you think couples, and this is not necessarily a marriage podcast today or about relationships, but I guess it can be a little bit of all of that. You think one of the reasons people have trouble in their relationships is they just don't have fun with each other and laugh?
Mm-hmm. I think we forget to have fun, and I think even if it's like with a friendship, okay, maybe we're not just talking about marriage. Maybe, you have a best friend or something and you like to do things together. I mean, even that can get mundane.
Right.
So, I mean, just learning to have fun and love life again. And sometimes you have to go back to stupid free stuff or playing games or board games. I mean, just go back to being a kid again.
We download apps on our stuff,
yeah.
I mean, on our phones, and when we're going on a trip or something, and we'll word association games or questions. I love trivia, so you'll download trivia things, and then that's fun. And then I bought, was it Think Out Loud? What's that thing called?
I don't remember.
It's a box game where you just
probably shouldn't advertise it. It's a cool game where you draw cards and
Is
you
it
have
bad?
to. Well, some of them are
Are they?
questionable.
Oh.
They're bedroom talk.
No, they're not. What that is not what that means.
Well, some of them are a little.
We did not buy cards that talk about bedroom stuff. They means you're moving so much
I'm
in that
sorry.
chair, but
I'm sorry.
that's not true. They have some funny and maybe questionable questions
Okay,
in it, but not.
so maybe not bedroom talk. It's not the right terminology.
Oh,
but
gosh.
it will ask questions for you to ponder and get down to some deep-rooted stuff, like name a childhood nightmare that you had. Name your best friend growing up. Like, it gets to some, like, things that you may not normally think to talk about, and it gets you talking about it.
Right.
Okay, I don't know why I said bedroom
See why
talk.
we laugh a lot? Because we just say whatever. I mean, I don't even know where that came from. That is outstanding.
Just move on.
If we're putting a tag on what this show is about, it is not about bedroom talk.
Well, I have a really cool quote.
Okay.
This might help us reel it in a little bit.
Is it about bedroom talk?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good.
So I came across this on a social media platform, and I thought it was really cool because it's exactly what we're talking about, where you get into these moments where you have to remember why you're in the relationship you're in. Mm-hmm. But it also goes to those of you who are dating or maybe not seeking somebody out, but just some things to remember in your single life. That when you're looking for a mate, you have to look at something else more than just, well, I'll just read it. Because I'm going to give it away if I don't. I'll just read it.
Okay.
All right. When people fall in love with someone's flowers, but not their roots, they don't know what to do when autumn comes. Your relationships need to be built on deep alignment on values, character and morals, which are the roots, not just love, which is appearance, hobbies, and status, or the flowers.
That's good.
So it's just remembering to go back to the roots of why, if you're looking for a mate, it's very Australian sounding, that keeping those things in mind, right? Core values and morals. But if you are in a relationship or married, rewind for a minute and remember, why did I fall in love with that person? It's not just the frou-frou stuff.
Do you have to do that a lot with me? Do you
Remind
have to
myself of why.
On the way home, when you're thinking, do I either drive my car into a tree, or just keep driving past the house, or do you have to remind yourself why you fell in love?
No, I don't have to do that. But there are moments when we have a disagreement or an argument, or we don't see eye to eye on something.
We never argue.
Oh, whatever. We do, but not often. But that's when we come back to laughter. Like, we have to bring it back down. Okay, what's going to get us out of this, like,
look at the
fit
sun.
that
It
we're
is
in.
coming in on us, and
I
look at
know.
my face.
But it's kind of cool.
Guys, I'm so sorry. This is terrible.
It's setting.
Anyway,
Look like we're on fire.
sorry, yeah.
Anyway, but I do, we momentarily have to go back to,
Right.
okay, this is what we core believe. This is where we stand. This is why I fell in love with you. And it wasn't just the flowery stuff like our appearances and different things. What he's trying to change right now is our appearance.
Guys, I'm sorry. It is fixing to get really bright on us.
It'll be
so,
okay.
Anyway, just listen. If you're listening on Spotify, you're really doing well right now because you don't have to see this crap that's going on. So, if you're watching on YouTube, just don't look at the screen. So, Ecclesiastes says there's a time to weep, and then there's a time to mourn, there's a time to cry, there's a time to laugh. So, I think it's important that we laugh and we figure out things to laugh at. I mean, I love to poke fun at you and other situations and things, and laugh and make fun of myself a lot. And I try to teach our kids to make fun of themselves, and sometimes they don't get that. They get that.
Well, yeah, without hurting their self-esteem. But I think there's a difference in laughter from a happiness standpoint and a joy. You know, a lot of what we're talking about, it's kind of hard to find that joy, laughter, and that fun in life if you're not rooted in Christ. And you don't have those fruits of the Spirit, which one of them is joy. And I think if you have a relationship with Christ and everything you're doing is grounded on that, I think it's easier to have the laughter and the joy in that sense. What do you think?
Well, I think it is. You got to have Christ for sure. I mean, that's a big deal. It's the main deal is having a relationship with the Lord. But I think it's important that couples find something to laugh about together. I mean, that's why I think it's important. I mean, you can watch TV and find a show that you commonly like and laugh or cry or whatever. But I mean, laughter is a huge part. Scripture tells us that a merry heart does good like medicine, and it helps you grow closer together. It helps when we laugh. There are times that we laugh so hard about the dumbest stuff.
Are you going to tell the story?
What story? There's a lot of them.
About me not having my glasses on?
Oh, gosh. Well, I told our congregation, the church that we serve at.
But he didn't tell the whole story. You left out a pivotal piece of information.
Tell the story. You tell it on yourself.
Well, if I don't wear contacts, I wear glasses. When I don't wear either one, it's really bad. I can't see anything. I'm almost pretty much legally blind.
So you're saying you're like Velma
Correct. Velma.
from Scooby-Doo.
Right.
When she
That's
loses
me.
her
So
glasses.
if I don't have anything on, this is me. I'm finding my way, feeling through, especially in the dark, very bad. So one night we had just pretty much moved into this place. So it still was kind of, you're still, I don't know, getting your feels out for the house and the way things lay and the noises and stuff. And I'm coming out of the bathroom. It's pitch dark and I'm kind of feeling my way in the air. And I see we have 2 black cats. And I see what I think is one of the black cats laying in the chair beside the bed. So I go over to do my normal, hey, meow, na-na, meow, mommy loves you, right? And reach out to pet her, and he's snickering, and I can't figure out why he's snickering. And just as I'm reaching out to pet the cat, he was like, yeah, those are my black pants.
It's my t-shirt.
It's my t-shirt, my black t-shirt. You're petting my black t-shirt. Well, we rolled. I mean, we just died laughing. I was fully convinced it was the cat. Fully convinced. And so I basically was talking to his black T-shirt and gonna pet it. But like those kind of moments where we would start to fall off asleep and then we both just start laughing again, and then we go out and then start laughing again. But it's things like that, just learning to have fun in the moment and laugh it off. And like I could have been embarrassed, or I could have been mad at myself, or you know, I need LASIK surgery, which I do.
She does say that all the time. Well,
And so we had fun with it.
I think it's important that everybody has something that they can laugh at, that they can go to in a time of I don't know, rage, brokenheartedness. I don't know, whatever's going on in our life. You got to visit laughter.
What about like if something breaks on the lawnmower?
Yeah, Bob. He just beat it with a hammer and scream. We're watching this show on television. It's
it's
called
funny.
Alone, and there's this one guy. I think we're in season 2, and if he watches this, he I don't know, but anyway,
He probably won't.
this dude
Beep.
goes crazy, and I mean the smallest of thing, and he is just enraged.
It's pretty awesome. Every other word is beep, beep, beep when he
Yeah.
gets mad about stuff. But even like that, like we have to learn even in those moments, especially if you have kids watching you and you're raising children, like how you react in those moments are a big deal.
What if somebody's going through a life ordeal, that's something that's so bad? How do they find laughter when their life has just been rocked because of sickness or struggle? I mean, what do you tell those people? I think it's important that they visit laughter as well.
It is, but man, you gave me the hard question. I think
I
it
do.
goes back to getting in the Word, keeping them busy, associating, being social, finding joy in your relationships and the people who really care about you. Honestly, like it all goes back to just having social family and friends around you to have that fun with, not to close yourself off because then you're going to go into a depression. Like I think it's important to feed off of other people and their energy and try to find some fun in the moments, enjoy those moments together.
I just think it seems like more so now than ever, I'm encountering, and it's in all areas and facets of our lives, I'm encountering miserable people.
Yeah.
They refuse to focus on anything that is joyous, anything that brings them joy, and they're always talking about the things that are terrible in their lives. And
Well, here's the deal. I mean, I know we're putting this on a social platform, but in reality, if you cut your phone off and put it down and not worry about the people that are out there, and get rid of, because sometimes it can be a very negative thing, you'll see a whole different side of life. Like when we kind of shut down some of our social media choices, and minimize our pickups on our phone and what things, it's like a whole different experience.
Right.
And you don't have the negative from everybody else weighing you down. You have your own experiences, your own your family, your friends, your Bible reading, your whatever book you read. We have to go back to the old-fashioned having relationships, talking to people, experiencing with people, and putting the daggone phone down.
you think
Would
that's
make a big difference.
big issue?
Absolutely.
When it comes to laughter and joy, is social media.
You feel
on the
other
phone.
people's depression. You feel other people's pain. You feel you're in this empathy, right? Like you're empathizing with other people and what they're going through. So all you're doing is feeding yourself all these emotions and feelings that aren't yours. They're other people's.
Or when something good happens for somebody else, you get people, not you, but a lot of people get frustrated that why can't that happen for me?
It's called jealousy.
Yeah. And that's a huge deal. You can't laugh when you're jealous. You can't laugh when you're depressed. You can't laugh laughter to me is a huge, huge factor. And when you are in a relationship and you don't laugh with one another and poke fun at one another, and good fun. Now, I'm not talking about
Right.
humiliating your partner or somebody, your
Don't
friend.
pick out their
deficiencies.
right?
Yeah.
Or things that they're insecure about.
I think that's something. But you can't, talking to you and to us as well, I mean, we cannot focus on the negative all the time. There's got to be a release. There's got to be those endorphins that are released in your mind and your
Right.
body when you laugh at people. Some people, you for one, and other people that watch or listen have stressful jobs, super stressful jobs, and a lot of times there's not a whole lot to laugh about that particular day when
Right.
all hell's broke loose and you don't know what to do, and you're miserable, and like you come home some days just stressed out. I mean, you love your job, but you come home stressed out because something happened that affected somebody negatively, and it eats at you all night. And but there's got to be how do you deal with that when you come home from a big time day and that just has got you depressed or upset or angry? How do you get that joy back in your life?
I think it's different for different people. So for me, I have to get it out, right? I have to write it out, sing it out, run it out, talk it out. Like, it just depends. Music, I pour music into my life. It really depends on what your outlet is. And so I enjoy being outside, so I will sit and ponder and pray about it and say, okay, God, I'm letting it go. There's nothing I can do at this point. Sometimes you have to find that confident person that you can, just that accountability or that confidence that you can just talk to. Sometimes it's walking it out. I'm going outside, leave me alone for a few minutes. I'm going to walk this out. But then the other side of it too is I kind of try to turn the switch off. It's like when we go to work, and I will say this about church. When we go to church, we'll say, leave your baggage at the door, turn the switch off, like you're here to do something, whether it's to work, whether it's to go to church and worship, whatever it is. Well, for me, it's the same thing when I come home. I try to turn the switch back on. So here I am, family. This is about our family. This is about what we're doing here. Let's focus on our own relationship and our kids and leave the work stuff at home. Can't always do that. I try my best. But I think it's learning to turn those switches on and off. And then if you know that you're in a bad mood, you'll try to bring me out. Or if you're in a bad mood, I try to bring you out. And just paying attention to those cues of your family members, reading them. Do they need a few minutes or do they need to be talked to?
What do you do if you live with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody that is a miserable, and I have friends who call people miserable cusses. They're just a miserable cuss.
The
Everything is bad. Everything's going terrible. Nothing goes right. And what do you say to those people that just in nothing they do, they cannot find any joy?
You go to them and you say, table.
Chair?
I don't know. Like, you want me to solve the world's problems? I don't know.
Yeah,
I play games. I don't know. I think sometimes you try and then you have to let it go. You can only do but so much.
Proverbs 15:15. I asked that question because this verse, it says, all the days of an oppressed person is wretched, but the cheerful heart has continual feast.
You have to be careful not to become that wretched.
Yeah.
Don't let them to pull you down. But
What
you
if
do have to try.
Yeah. So I think that's a big deal. I think there's a lot of people that we encounter, that we know, that we minister to, or a lot of people that are watching that they just feel like nothing's going right and ever will go right in their life. And you got to continue to fight. I mean, you got to fight tooth and nail.
But not to the point that it brings you down. I still say at some point you're going to have to just say, okay, you're going to have to figure this out on your own.
Yeah. If you take a lesson from me, sometimes you just got, without saying the terrible word, you got to just say, forget it. I'm just gonna Sonic it. I'm done. I'm done revisiting that.
Sunday
I'm
school
done
class
thinking about that. I'm not going to be that person. And there are times, and I said this, I think in another podcast that we did, you've got to cut people loose. Some people that if you try to pour joy into their life, and I think there are times we're so focused on getting other people to be encouraged that we lose our encouragement and our joy. Yep. And again, let me just clarify. I understand that laughter is not the same as joy. There are two different things. Joy to me is an overwhelming knowing that Jesus lives in your heart. That even in the toughest of times, Jesus in his joy can bring you out of that. You don't come out of it laughing, but you come out of it going, praise God that I'm out of this thing. But there are people that are so worried about encouraging and wanting their their loved ones to be happy, that they make themselves miserable in the process of making them happy.
Right.
I'm a big proponent of encouraging our kids, and I think everybody should encourage your kids. When it drives me crazy when our kids are down,
Yeah.
when they're hurting or something's going on, I try to say something funny, and then I always go too far and try to. And it turns into aggravating because I'm trying to make them laugh, and I'm like, God, Dad, you're so corny. You're an idiot.
And then other times you just need to listen.
Yeah.
Let them get it off their chest and talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. But then you got people that all they want to do is talk about the bad. There's
Yeah.
no joy. There's no laughter.
Well, that person's in every crowd.
What do you do? Sonic?
I don't talk to them. I don't. I think it depends on your relationship. Do
So
you
there's-
need to be close to that person or do you not need to?
There's many people out there that are listening and watching today, whatever day this is released, they're watching and listening. And they're like, we don't have that type of joy in our relationship. We see you and Ellie, or Ellie and Jeff, we see you guys laughing and cutting up and being silly and having a great time. And maybe they're even asking the question, are you faking it? Or are you guys just playing the part? Is it real? So I'll put you on the spot. Are we faking it, or is it real?
It's real. But one thing I think that I remember always is that we're in this for the long haul. And, I mean, we're young, right? So we're looking at like 50 more years of our life
I like
together.
that.
So,
Yeah.
like, you got to make it fun.
She said 50 because by that time I'll be 100. I'm praying to live for 104, so let's say 55 more years.
You're constantly having to come up with something different. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds strange, but you're always having to refresh. Are we bored? Okay, we're bored. Let's find something different.
Sure.
Is it a game? Is it a new location? Is it a new date? Is it whatever? I don't know. Whatever floats your boat.
Not whatever.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay,
With-
keep going. You're on a roll.
Inside your morals and your
Yeah.
values.
Or if you don't have morals, get some. But
Right.
anyway.
I'm just saying there are some times where you're going to have the conversations of, are you bored tonight? Well, I'm bored. Are you bored of going to that same restaurant? I'm bored. Let's try something new. Can we do this? Can we do that? And
Do you not like Maters anymore?
I do.
Okay, sorry.
Anything Italian.
Okay, keep going.
And then be creative. Go on Pinterest or different outlets, whatever you want to go on.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of things out there to kind of, there's that adventure challenge that we do.
All of these things bring laughter, by the way.
Right, like it's random things, and you just kind of make a commitment that whatever this card says, we're going to do it. Whatever this paper says, we're going to do it. Whatever, and you just kind of.
It's difficult.
Are you good?
Sometimes those are difficult.
Did you hurt your back?
No, well, yes, but then I was
Okay.
also reacting. When I
Okay.
reacted, I hurt my back. So that's what happens when you're old. But some of those things they're uncomfortable. Some of those.
Well,
things,
they are, but you commit to do it, and then you learn. I mean, gosh, we're 14 years in, and we're still every once in a while be like, well. That's how you feel about it? Or really, that's your favorite color now? Or that's what you ate when you were a kid?
Yours is blue now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been blue.
Yeah, not always, but you've leaned. You've
See, we're learning
You've
something.
loved blue, but you've always linked different ways as far as.
So what
colors
other
go.
color?
You love green. There was a moment that you went through this green. You had this. You still got this green shirt that you look awesome in. It brings out your eyes like crazy, and you love when you wear that green shirt because
Yeah.
it makes your eyes look good. So I'll be listening.
This is gonna be fun. What's my favorite cookies?
Oh, chocolate chip, crispy.
No, not like flavor, brand, location.
Are you talking about a store?
Yep.
The crumble cookie thing?
Ew, no.
That was all soft.
That
cookies.
was
You don't
too
like that?
soft.
Oh, you like the store brand, not a store like you like the store brand in the blue.
He's backtracked.
No, not you like the blue.
I just bought them the other
the
day.
blue. What is the name of the
I had
company?
I had them shipped here.
Oh, that stupid thing, the button cookies. I even said that on the air. Yeah, button cookies from hold on, the grocery store in Virginia in Richmond that you used to work at. It is called
Starts with a U.
U-Crops.
Yes.
Yeah, because they used to have coupons and stuff. Is crop club.
Okay, but in fairness, that does change over time.
Sure.
But like conversations like that,
What's
I mean,
my favorite
things
food
can
then?
change. Steak, pizza, really.
It is really pizza. But I gotta watch
But
mine
you like steak. You can't have that anymore. Not in bulk items.
just once a month.
Does steak come in bulk?
It would for me if I could afford it. Thanks, Biden, you piece of garbage.
Hey,
I mean, I'll pray for him. He's a piece of garbage.
Ooh, those were harsh words.
Sorry.
If we're dead tomorrow, you know what happened.
YouTube is cutting this one off. No, that would be if we talked about the Clintons.
Okay, I want to do another one before we go.
Okay.
You ready? Rain.
Forest. Ooh.
See, this
we're
is
watching
fun to me.
Rainforest.
I was thinking rain cloud.
Jack.
Tss.
Jax. I thought you would say Jill, but okay. So Jack.
And Jill. Oh, yeah.
Jax. But then I also thought, well, I say Jack, she's going to talk about the person on Virgin River. Jack.
I didn't even go there.
Yeah,
I didn't even go there.
Anyway, see, find you a movie. A show to watch.
Fun times.
There are couples.
Play games, guys.
Yeah.
Play games. There's nothing wrong with playing games. You're never too old to play games.
I tell you, our people that are involved in our life know this. It might sound like a dead horse, but I love to, and this is stupid, but I used to do this with Bailey, our oldest daughter, when she was little. I would go and hide from her because she loved to play.
He's
hide
the
and go
best
seek.
hider.
And so, but I do that now. I mean, I'm almost 50 years old, and I will go hide in the darkest place because I know you hate it. And I scare her every moment. Last night, Will and I colluded together to scare her.
They're very mean to me in this house.
But that brings laughter. I mean,
Nerf guns. Go get Nerf guns.
Yeah. I was throwing a piece of paper today. I balled up a piece of notebook paper and was sneaking around the corner and throwing it and hitting the kids.
Gosh, we could
and
get
stuff.
so many sponsors. It would be so much fun.
Well, yeah. So if you guys want to sponsor
Have fun,
encouraging
guys.
podcast.
Enjoy life. Find some laughter. Good gravy. Don't take everything so serious.
What's the one thing that I do that makes you
Drives
laugh?
me crazy?
That-
Oh.
Oh, that's another podcast.
Makes me laugh?
Uh-huh.
Well, the scaring, in the moment I have a heart attack, but then afterwards it's funny, then I'll laugh. So that does get me. Funny.
Do we need to buy a defibrillator?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, but something that I do that makes you just laugh, that you go, golly, so silly.
That one's a big one for me. But then other times where, like, I don't know, I'll say something that I'm trying to be, like, I think is a real statement, and it's a real word, or, like, I'll sing a song or something, and you'll crack up laughing, and you won't even tell me, like, why, and then you come back later, like, okay, that was the wrong word. I let you sing it wrong for quite a while, but this is really what it is. I don't know. I think it's funny that you just, like, kind of let me be who I am. And then later you'll explain, no, you really shouldn't do that. And then you laugh about it. I don't know. That's my...
Well, okay, for years, for let's see, now we've been here 14 years. So for 32 years, you sang the song Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Are we really going into
God rest his
skeletons and
soul.
closets?
I don't know how you do that.
Oh, gosh.
Catholic people. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't talk about Catholic. I didn't mean that. I meant, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. She sang the word fever. And we were just going down the road on a trip, and she's singing fever, fever through the night.
No, okay, let's do it so they really get the feel.
Okay, go.
It's fever, fever through the night. Da-na-na-na-na.
Well, everybody now knows
Da-na-na-na-na.
that is not the way the song goes. And I said, you're saying fever, it's Thriller.
Yeah.
She goes, no. And she was adamant. You were adamant. You were freaking out. No. It's Fever. I know this song. I grew up on this song. It was my favorite song. Blah, blah, blah. And I said, just very, very politely and casually, took my finger and put it to the Sirius XM radio and showed you the title of the song.
Okay, I thought it was the album title.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I
it was
don't pay
wrong.
attention
So
to stuff
anyway,
like that.
and there's many more.
So when he
than
points
that.
out my deficiencies, that can be funny. When I understand that it's funny, like later. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Well, we hope you laugh. I think that's a big thing that you guys need to visit. We need to visit every day of our lives. And I don't know if there have been times, and we'll wrap it up real quick. We're at 34 minutes. We try to be 35 minutes.
By the way, you're very cunning. Like, you're quick and witty. That's funny.
Quick and witty.
Well, yeah, like I'm not expecting anything, and you're like, and
Sometimes that gets me in trouble.
catches me off guard.
Sometimes that gets me in trouble.
Spontaneous. That can be fun. Spontaneous. Okay, anyway, sorry.
I don't even know what I was going to say anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what happens. I forget stuff. I've already called them all out.
That was all of them?
That was all of them. You did every one of them.
But these are all like triple wrapped. Triple stamps.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp, Lloyd. can't do it. You cannot triple stamp a double stamp. So bring some laughter back in your life. I think it's important that you do it more than, what I was going to say is this, is there have been times in our life where we have gone through some major ordeals, deaths and tragedies and things that have gone on. But I don't know, honestly, if there's been one day, full day, 24-hour period, that you and I have not found something. I'm sure there has been, but I can't remember it. But we haven't found something to just at least laugh about
Well, and
together.
okay, let me just say this. You may not always laugh every single day. But, you know, you see this on the movies. I don't even know where it came from originally. But I used to do it with the kiddos when they were young. I think it was back when we were dating. But when I would lay them down at night, and I did it for a while, and then we kind of stopped. But I think about it often. I would say, what was your high? What was your low? Mm-hmm. And I think just doing that as a couple sometimes, what was your high today? Something great that happened. What was your low today? Something that made you upset or miserable. Like, just even finding something positive to say, even if it doesn't bring you to laughter,
right.
Just find something good about your day.
Yeah, laugh. Merry heart doeth good like medicine. So
gulp it
laugh.
up.
And do that big white woman saying, put it on your wall, live, laugh, love. You know, all the white women.
Yeah. It's overdone.
That was big. And it was
Overdone.
We laughed at y'all when y'all put that on your walls. Just saying.
Okay, well, remember,
Sorry.
314 podcast, put on love.
Share it.